Alright, let's cut the bullshit. The Branded community has spent years building its identity around one card. Branded Fusion. The comfort zone. The autopilot. The button that made you feel like a strategist while skipping the part where real understanding begins. You pressed it once, felt powerful for a turn, and convinced yourselves that this shallow loop was mastery. You called it skill, experience. You called it the deck. But here's the truth carved into the mechanics of the game itself. Branded Fusion has never been the ceiling. It was the training wheels. It was the easy route for anyone who didn't want to think, nor to explore lines, who didn't want to confront complexity. It let you coast, repeating the same interactions, the same plays, the same autopilot sequences over and over while pretending the deck's potential had been unlocked. Step outside that sandbox and everything changes. The lines you ignored, the combos you never attempted, the interactions you called irrelevant because you couldn't comprehend them. They suddenly matter. They expose the gaps in your understanding, the limits of your execution, the tiny bubble you've been hiding inside. You call them too much or non-meta because admitting you don't understand would shatter your fragile illusion of competence. Here's the interesting part. Some of you call Branded Synchro trash. You say it's unplayable. You say it's not real. Fine. Let's assume for a moment you're right, that it is trash. Then here's what's laid bare. I pilot that trash deck, and yet I reach lines you wouldn't survive. I navigate turns you would fold to. I create board states that make you panic before you even understand what happened. The moment you call it trash, you're unknowingly setting the stage for me to prove the opposite. It's not luck, it's concept, it's skill, it's execution beyond your comfort zone imagination. You've spent years defending autopilot plays, clinging to fusion like it's a personality trait. Press one button. Feel clever. Repeat. Congratulations, you've peaked inside an elevator. Meanwhile, the engine evolves around you. Branded Synchro doesn't just exist. It doesn't just work. It exposes everything you thought you mastered. Every line you memorized. Every sequence you recycled. Every bluff you called strategy. And it's not just exposure. It's humiliation delivered by the game itself. Every time you fail to execute a conversion you ignored. Every time a board you dismissed wins. Every time you copy a play without understanding it. The deck itself shows your limitations. Branded Fusion shielded you from reality. Synchro tears that shield away. Every match you think you understand. Every step you believe is safe. Every move you assumed was optimal. Synchro forces the truth. Your comfort zone is obsolete. Your strategies are fossilized. Your understanding is shallow. You'll struggle. Not because the deck is impossible. Not because the lines are broken. You'll struggle because your thought process is outdated. You'll struggle because your perception of skill was inflated by autopilot. You'll struggle because for years you refused to step outside a single card, a single button, a single flowchart. And here's the final undeniable fact. The new support isn't coming. It's here. In spirit, in design, in the evolution of the archetype. Branded Fusion was never the ceiling. Branded Synchro isn't a peak you reach. It's a standard you measure against. It will dominate. It will erase the illusions you held. It will make obvious everything you ignored. Those who said it's not real, they'll be the first to struggle. Those who doubted its viability, they'll be the first to fold. Those who clung to fusion like a life preserver, they'll be the first to drown in their own limitations. Think about it. Why would Konami make monsters like Despian Lulu or Bestial Dispatter? Did they misprint synchros into a fusion deck by accident? Why release Ecclesia, Guiding Quem, Cartesia, or Golden Sword Soul as tuners? Was it a mistake? Or were they paving a path no one even considered at the time? Look at the timing. Months after I started playing the deck, Konami releases support that strengthens the synchro mechanics of Branded. Coincidence? Hardly. They clearly designed this path long ago, not just a synchro route, but a way to play Branded freely, unrestricted by fusion locks. Branded was made to be complicated. So complicated that there is no single best way to play it. You can't just press one button and feel mastery. Konami was waiting for people to notice there is much more to Branded than it seems. And that's why Synchro is harder. It forces thinking. Standard Branded hands you everything on a silver plate. Want Cartesia? Fusion deployment summons it for you? Want combos? Branded Fusion serves the lines ready-made. Everything is pre-packaged. Unrestricted builds, no shortcuts. You want Cartesia? Engrave Albaz, search Cartesia, make her summonable. Establish Quem? Engrave Cartesia, manipulate the extra deck. Trigger Quem to reborn Cartesia, all manually. Every move depends on you, your choices, your execution, your judgment. This is what separates good Branded players from the rest. Those who trade locks for convenience never see the depth. Those who step out of Fusion's comfort zone finally understand the engine. That's the brutal truth. Synchro isn't just harder. It's the standard of mastery. No fantasy, just fact. Carved into the rules, written in the engine, executed in the duels. Branded Fusion had its time. Branded Synchro is here. And if you're still defending autopilot, still recycling the same comfort zone plays, still believing repetition is mastery, you're not ready. Not for the era that has already begun, nor for the lines you will never reach, or the deck you refuse to see. The era is coming, not a rumor, a fact. Branded Synchro is rising, and every line you never saw coming will carve straight through the comfort zone you worshipped. Branded Fusion, finished. The moment the new support hits, it's nothing but yesterday's training wheels. The last illusion that made you think you understood this deck. And you know what's brutal? The same people who called it trash will choke on it first. Because when the era shifts, you won't adapt. You'll get exposed. Every panic, every misplay, every excuse, all laid bare. This isn't a warning. This is the truth. Branded Synchro takes over. Branded Fusion disappears. And none of you are ready.